What is up, guys? Welcome back to the end of the second week. Road to First Payout, episode 10. Webcam is bugging. Replacement. Oh my gosh, I need to get a new one, low key. I've been seeing that the videos are like low ass quality, so I've been meaning to get a new one, anyways. So, bang. Okay. Well, we are at the end of the second week. We're up on the account, and yeah, let's just hop into the So I got a little lesson, or not a little lesson, but the thing I wanted to talk about here, I felt like a teacher planning their lesson, but you can listen if you want to, but I need something to talk about while I trade. That's just how it is for me. Yeah. Anyways, I did the bias already. Oh my gosh, bro, spoilers. Don't ignore that. I'll explain it later. But currently in this downtrend here, um, yeah, like very clear downtrend. Inverse this 4 hour gap, leaving some inverse this 4 hour bullish gap. We left some bearish gaps here, but ideally, I would want to see price retrace into one of these hourly for value gaps at market open before going lower to these lows here. My main draw on liquidity about where price wants to go is this weekly low that I have marked out, but at the same time, we could create an SMT with it right here. Yeah. So ES is a lot closer to it than NQ is. So we might create an SMT. Who knows? But yeah, just gonna get my piece of the pie today and call it. But yeah, I want to sweep out this intermediate high here in market open. And then from there, we can look to reverse down towards all these draws on liquidity here. All right, 4 hour intermediate low, hourly intermediate low, and then eventually this weekly low. But it's see like from where we are right now, 300 points. It's doable. It's doable. But from where ES is though, 120 points. So we might create an SMT there. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if ES is the asset to or pair to trade on today. I don't think it matters, and I'm gonna stick with that. But anyways, back to the scheduled programming. Um, today's lesson today. Oh, yeah. Today's lesson is that when you go into trading, an important psychological concept that you have to kind of adapt to is to accept uncertainty, right? Accept uncertainty. Now, what does that mean exactly? Oh, bro, that's hard, right? Yeah, okay. So accepting uncertainty means fully embracing that anything can happen at any time because of anybody. All right. So now let's go deeper into that. Um, there is no such thing as 100% win rate in trading. You know, anybody could place a trade in the opposite direction of your position, and the markets are up for manipulation. I'm just gonna say that. Like anybody, anywhere in the world, can place a trade and mess things up for you. So there's no such thing as 100% win rate. All right, and following that, since anything can happen at any time, anything is possible. All right, so like instead of always looking at the bad things, let's say you place a trade, it was close to your stop loss, it went back to your entry point, and then you took out at break even because you thought, okay, I'm safe. I survived the the stop hunt or whatever, and then I save my money. But anything could happen, it just reverses from there and then hits full TP. Like anything can happen at any time because of anybody. So what do we do to protect ourselves? Is that the right one? No, wait, that might be the next one. Okay, let's just that'll be the next one. But for this one, oh wait, market open yet? No. Without fully accepting uncertainty, you will always consciously or subconsciously operate out of fear, narrowing your perspective. All right. Let's say you are certain of something that is going to happen. You're very confident, right? Your brain is going to naturally avoid the things that will shatter your confidence. So if you're so confident, so certain in bullish, like a bullish bias, you enter your trade and then it starts reversing against you, you still hold your bullish bias. But what that really does to you is that it doesn't allow you to see why you're wrong, which is what you need in trading. So you end up extending your stop loss just a little bit more. You end up letting it play out fully, and then not having stop loss and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna change this to the 5 minute. But I can't see it. It's fine. Yeah, you you cut off all the information that could potentially cause you emotional pain. If you look at the market from a I want to be right perspective, your brain will help you be right by not showing anything that'll make you wrong, and then you'll only be seeing like half of the market, and then you won't realize it until it's too late, and then that's 5 minute tapped into a 5 minute. Yeah, I'm not gonna take no PDI trade today. Oh, unless we get a better. Sorry. Give me 1 second. We have 2 minutes on the clock, waiting for potential inversion here. Um, we have price manipulated and is currently respecting these two gaps here. In 20 seconds, I want to see a nice candle closure up there with the target at. To me, this low seems protected. The 1 hour fair value gap there, but risk wise, we're just gonna see this how good this displacement is. know how I feel about taking a long here. We might be going towards continuation shorts instead. Weekly low is still here. If we end up inversing both of these gaps, I will be looking towards continuation shorts. But we have 5 minutes, so we'll see how that works. We have a minute. Okay, and then from there, I want to see another candle open up and go towards all these straws here. Trade with the trend. Trend is your friend, as I say all the time. Trend is your friend. Yeah, so I'm hoping for this inversion here. We'll see. You know, anything can happen. It's 20 seconds left. Technically, price tapped into this 5-minute sweep of this 5-minute high here. 5-minute inverse to the downside. I would be down to take this position down to all the way here. Price usually tends to rebalance this range here, so I can wait for that. Enter with 3 contracts.
Order filled.
And then I can finally continue to start talking to you guys. It's gonna be my first time setting limit orders and stuff, so bear with me. 23024. $23,410.25. $23,299. Okay, that's fine. This is the trade idea here. Price tapped into these gaps here. You know, entry could pop up here with this 5-minute gap here, which I don't mind at all. Yeah, got this nice inversion. Prime entry would have been around right there, but it is what it is. Let's find our break even. Break even would be this 4-hour intermediate low is at 23,505. 23. That's not really just break. Oh, 23. Right there. Okay. Where were we? Place a trade. Price manipulated in resweep of this 5 minute gap here. We got inversions of 5 minute gaps here, indicating switch of order flow. Yeah, so I'm not. This is a form of high resistance. High resistance. What is it called? High resistance high here. So I don't want this. I don't want to see this get taken out again. I'm not sure. Did we tap into anything? From my head, we didn't tap into anything yet. But yeah, we can just continue here. But yes, without fully accepting uncertainty, you will always consciously or subconsciously operate out of fear, knowing your perspective. So whenever you put on a position, and no, yeah, I explained that part already. Yeah, so you're gonna block out necessary information that'll indicate like, oh, you're wrong, reverse, or like stuff like that, or like get out of the trade and stuff like that. So yeah, and then how do we do that? Predefine your risk. Predefining your risk is like the number one thing to do. Kinda. No, yeah. Predefine your risk. Number one thing to do. And then how does this help you with accepting uncertainty? Go in with a risk that you are okay with losing, so that you are like able to see the outcomes of it, if that makes sense. So I guess predefining your risk will predefining your risk and accepting that anything can happen to that risk is what will help you accept uncertainty. It like work hand in hand. So like if you go in with like 8 micros or like 3 minis or some shit, like something crazy, and you're not fully ready to see that money go away, then you should probably lower your risk before you go in. And just yeah, so just it's like a poker, you know. You see your hand, right? You have a position, and if you want to see it play out, how much are you risking to see it play out? You know, that's what it's about. Nice. Created a gap here. This 1 minute inversion will be what I want to see happen. Got my entry a little lower though, but it is all good. 23. Okay, 23,554. And I could also move it down to. I feel like I've never done these like weekly low shits before, so I don't know why I'm trying to do it now. Let's get a strong inverse here to the downside. And then 23,505 will be break even. 23,559, 23,554. here was where I entered off of. I want to see a stronger, what's the word? Stronger displacement. Like I want to see some heavy displacement. Um, we could go for a resweep, but in my head, I don't want to see us going too crazy off of this. Anyways, um, back to the regularly scheduled programming. Yeah, fuck it. I'm already in. Can't do nothing about it now. Okay. So, if this is hard for you to grasp, you know, if you're like, I'm always right, whatever. Let's just talk about what it means to be 100% right in trading. To be 100% right in trading would mean that your belief about whether or not the market is going up or down, whether or not to buy or sell, would have to align itself with every trader all over the world. Because one trader thinking differently from you can cause the market to move in the opposite direction. So you see what I mean? It's like it's very, very what's the word? I think I'm good here. Resweep 645. Okay. Yeah, so it's very unlikely that you are 100% right every time in trading. You know, it just everybody, is they came into trading through different no, like it literally it's so hard to explain, but literally like everybody experiences different things, and then like the way they grew up and then the way everything happens will contribute to the what their beliefs are in trading. So it's like there's no way for you to be 100% right, and you should accept that you're not 100% right. I think we're good here.
Order filled.
If we do end up inversing on this on the 5 minute, I do want to be out of this. That can be my oh shit. I set up. Okay. I forgot I had that out, but I will take that, to be honest. I wasn't like how the trade was working out. If it does work out, it works out. But so I forgot I had this on. We had the $500 lockout on, which is it is what it is. I think if price ends up inversing this, would have been out of the trade. But I'll write this down here. Yeah, that was my bad. Yeah, that was my bad. I should have adjusted my risk to fit the daily loss limit. The trade might play out, still, but we can't trade. So we can just sit here and watch, and then just go through like thought process and stuff. But Yeah, I think I was trading a little bit emotionally there with like the early entry. Definitely this inverse would have been the more prime entry, but it is what it is. Learned my lesson, took a loss, and you know, life goes on. Today's gonna be a great day still. But yeah, don't be 100% right. You can't be. Accept uncertainty. Um, yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I don't know what else to give you guys. Like, this is the this is the hard pill to swallow about trading. If you were always good at something, if you're like confident, if you have an ego, you have to get rid of it. You will never be 100% right in trading because anybody at any time can cause anything to happen. And yeah, that's basically all I got for you guys. I mean, I'll stay on here um, to see if this ends up working out, the trade idea at least. Will I be mad if it ends up working out and I got stopped out? No, you know what I mean. I'm right in the end. Uh, the loss was because of human error and not the strategy itself. Um, yeah. So original strategy, we manipulated up into here. Resweep of this 5 minute um, resweep of this 5 minute intermediate high. From there, we got 5 minute, 2 5 minute inversions to the downside with clear displacement. I entered off of those right there, right around here. Got a little late of an entry. Stop loss at the swing high, but it was sized incorrectly. And I'm seeing now that this might have been the trade to take instead. Does it hurt a little bit? Yes, of course. I'm human. You know what I mean? But I'm I'm happy my draw was right. You know, this is what I get for not staying patient, and it's just a part of the game, and it's still something I'm working on. But I know I have some friends that are gonna take this right now. I know I have some friends that are gonna take that right now. Does it hurt? Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. All right, nothing we can do about it. We're locked out. We're in eval jail or whatever it's called. But that is the lesson for the day. I'm pretty confident this is gonna play out, or if not, break even. So yeah, I am going to personally just be doom scrolling on my phone. You guys can check the trade to see if it hit later. Um, I'm pretty sure I'll either get break even or it'll hit. So yeah, um, we'll catch you guys in the next time. Thank you for tuning in. This was episode 10 of Road to First Payout. We are up on the week, and yeah, we are just going to keep it rolling for next week. Just keep the ball rolling. I'll see you guys.